have dictated the blueprints, just as he did for Noah's Ark and Moses' tabernacle. If the pyramid was divinely engineered, they said, there should be evidence of more than just a physical understanding of the earth. There should be spiritual significance, possibly even prophecies of the future. The peculiar fact that the Great Pyramid is the only pyramid to contain an ascending passage system intrigued Robert Menzies. Perhaps, he said, the passage system was a symbolic diagram of human history. If so, important events and dates must be marked in some way. Since he believed Jesus Christ had brought a new age of hope to the human race, he called the Grand Gallery the Christian Age, and placed the time of Jesus of Nazareth at its lower end. To test his assumption, Menzies looked for a time measuring system in the Great Pyramid. He tried measuring 1 pyramid inch to the year, and it worked. With that method, the passage system clearly marked the important Bible dates, such as the birth and death of Christ, the 10 Commandments, the flood. John Herschel had already calculated the date of the pyramid's construction from astronomical evidence. Imagine Menzies' surprise when 2 unique lines in the descending passage were found clearly marking that exact date, 2140 BC. The strongest supporting evidence was that whether he measured forward from 33 AD or backward to the descending passage, both passage systems ended at the same date, 1914, a major turning point in modern history. These discoveries attracted many enthusiasts to the study of the Great Pyramid. Some went to extremes. After reading of the irrational theories and outlandish claims of some pyramidologists, it is understandable that the academic community would lampoon the whole subject. But the basic evidence is still there, and it must be explained. Again, Mr. Chaloux.
Many people are impressed with the Great Pyramid because of its gargantuan size, that it's a mountain of masonry. People wonder why I have given lectures for the past 30 years, why I wax so enthusiastic about this structure. It's because of its sacred symbolism, that it's a structure that has an important meaning, that it is referred to in the Old Testament scripture as a sign and a witness unto the Lord. When I read such passages, namely as this one, that in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, I see this as somewhat of a challenge, that here the Lord is telling us something somewhat mysterious, and yet of note, of value, that this altar is to be situated in the land of Egypt, in its midst as well as at its border, and that it would be a witness related to the God of the universe, and that it would be for a sign, that is, it would have some story to tell.
The meaning of Isaiah's curious prophecy remained hidden until the last century, when mapmakers noted that the Great Pyramid, located as it is in the geographical midst of Egypt, is also at the border of Egypt in 2 ways. First, it was in the village of Giza, Arabic for border. The Giza or border plateau marks the boundary between the ancient divisions of Upper and Lower Egypt. Second, the Great Pyramid's diagonals mark the natural boundaries of Egypt's pie-shaped Nile Delta. This connecting link between the Bible and the Great Pyramid led investigators to look for more supportive evidence. One striking fact discovered by Morton Edgar was that the odd pyramid passage angle, 26 degrees 18 minutes 9.7 seconds, when placed on an equal projection map, exactly passes through the city of Bethlehem. The number of years from the pyramid's construction to the birth of Jesus is indicated by the distance to Bethlehem, using the base of the pyramid as a measure. Another fact, the king's chamber with